I want to talk about something.
All right.
I'd like to say something.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wolfpack Wednesday, episode 121. Too sweet, DLO The Collector. We had a great show last week, and we missed Brick, and I don't think that could be said enough. And I know he had some feelings about missing last week, so I just want to give him the intro that he deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brick Artemis.
Thank you. That was very special. I appreciate it.
Oh, there you
I
go.
thought you were gonna pull the 1A.
That still just makes me laugh because I could just see you making that and just like clicking it.
Dude,
like, I'm gonna slow down this laugh.
I was listening to it in the car on my way to a building for work, and in the parking lot, I made that real quick because I was like, I have to put this in.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, join the Facebook Wolfpack group. We have almost 260 members in there, and every now and then, Brick will put like a little recap of what happened on Wolfpack, and he decided to do it last week when he missed and when we were joking around about not needing him anymore. So there's a Superman reference in there. It's a lot of fun, but it is good to have you both back here for episode 121. And guys, next week is episode 122, but is it our fourth or third Halloween special?
I think it's our third.
Is it our third?
Third.
It is a third.
Yeah, third.
All right.
Yeah, it's the third one.
So either way, I'm excited for that. That's like one of my favorite shows. That and like the end of the year ranking all the figures is a lot of fun. But we will dress up like normal. It'll be on the 29th. And I'm sure we'll try to make it extra fun for you guys. But yeah, come by, see our costumes, and see if we can top what last year's were. So Halloween is coming up. It's gonna be a lot of fun. DLO, when is your trick or treat in your neighborhood?
It's gonna be that Friday after that. So because I think
it is on Halloween.
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
Friday's the 30. Yeah, the 31st is Friday this year. So yep. That's going to be when we're getting down with the candy, if you know what I'm saying.
We get kind of 2 weeks worth of Halloween because our Halloween for the town is always the Saturday before. So
why do you guys do that?
I think just so like
Because
it's on a weekend, more people can attend.
I'm not happy with it, but
No.
that's what we do.
But we also have Trunk or Treat, which is going to be on Halloween itself. So we get like 2 rounds worth of.
Did you say drunk or treat?
Trunk?
Trunk. I was like,
Yeah.
Drunk or treat is
drunk or
next
treat
week.
sounds better
That
actually.
sounds promising. That sounds like we could be
That
on.
has legs. That might work.
Looks like it's probably got some perks. But yeah, so Halloween's coming up, and then man, really quickly after that, obviously, the holidays are gonna flow in pretty quickly. So it's a lot of fun. If you're in the chat, please hit that like button and say hi. Let us know you're here. Outside of that, boys, collecting. Are we collecting anything this week? Anything new coming in? Anything shipping? Any what's the scuttlebutt? What's going on?
Well, I guess I'll go first. I got my artisan Anakin in, which was awesome to finally say I've joined the club. It was a little bit more exclusive until 2 releases later, but hey, I'm still here. That's all that matters.
Yep.
And,
Gosh.
there you go. And keeping the train rolling, I got my invoice for Artemis and Black Widow, so I'm just waiting for that one to ship out. So
Dude, that is not fair.
well,
I just
You're
want to
still waiting.
I'm still waiting. What's up with that?
well, I mean,
Purchased the
we
same
have
day.
theories about this, right? So
do,
let's
you
bring
do.
it up. So to Brick's point here, what he's saying is Brick has already paid off his artisan, right? She's fully paid off, right? He's been saying that for months. I, on the other hand, played a different card. I said I'm going to pay some of it. I'm not going to pay all of it. And guess what wound up happening? The guy who owes Sideshow money got his
They want
invoice
their
first.
money.
They want
And
that
the
money.
guy who's paid it
They
off is
screwed
still
over the one
waiting.
that paid him. Sounds like another company I bought a figure from recently.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You know.
Yeah, but I think we cracked the code. If you owe them money, they'll give you your figure first if you pay. So that's the running theory now.
All right. Bricketh.
Well, I got Kid Pool in a couple weeks ago. I have yet to unbox her.
Did you at least like look at him? Did you open him up, look at him through the clamshell or anything?
Yep. But I
Okay.
haven't like pulled him or her out. But I did get these. I like to show them off a little bit. Going to the.
Oh, look at that! It's nice.
Isn't that nice, dude?
Nice choice of frame as well too. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna have like a little Superman / Supergirl. I don't know, area.
Shrine.
It could be pretty cool. Yeah. So in one of the corners. So I'm looking forward to that. However, the David Corn sweat is like $600. You know, 450 to 600 depending on what you want on it. So that kind of ruined my plan.
So hot right now.
Yeah. But might not do that. But yeah, girls, so that's cool. Tom Holland's really expensive too. I was looking at some Spider-Man and
Oh yeah, come on, you kidding me?
yeah.
Tommy Boy? Yeah, definitely expensive, dude.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. I had a couple weeks of a break of collecting, but random purchase. I kind of random. Doc Time from Mars Toys, the Doc Brown from Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
Still waiting on the fourth head sculpt to come in. That's a separate piece, but I gotta say it's the best likeness to Christopher Lloyd in 6-scale form that we've gotten. DLO, do you agree or disagree?
No, I mean it's a landslide. I don't even have
Okay.
the figure. I just looked at them side by side, like, yep, that one should go in the trash.
Well, it's crazy because we got the 1/6 kit one, and we were like, wow, that's it's pretty decent. Looks a little animated,
Yeah.
but it'll do. And then I get this one, I'm like, holy cow, that one looks bad. I don't even want to look at the Hot Toys one. Talk about lazy, where we used Back to the Future 2. Looks like a wax model with the cutouts in the hair still.
How embarrassing a third party beat you your own game.
Very embarrassing, I think.
Like by like a
pretty bad.
landslide. It's just like
One just shows like they actually took the time to make a good head sculpt, where Hot Toys is like, they'll be happy with a reuse. No, don't even fill in the slots for the sunglasses.
Yeah.
They don't need that. They don't care. So, kind of feel weird having 2 Doc Browns in the case, but that's okay. I wanted the head sculpts, but I think I will still use that figure as well and have him in the background or something like that. So,
have you tried swapping the heads yet? Like putting the new head sculpt on the old?
not yet. I was going to review the figure first, so I kind of just put everything back in. The whole influencer thing. You can't enjoy the figure for yourself.
I'm just out here trying to collect.
So I put them back in the box, and then I put them away until I can have time to review them, and then he'll be in there. So
There you go.
all right. Well, let's see. We have 52 to start the show here. Welcome in, everybody. We're just getting warmed up. And while we do that, we are going to see who is in the chat with us tonight. Obviously, if you're watching this, you probably know there's a lack of news. So we're just going to have some fun hanging out, talking about some topics that the channel members kind of shared with me this week. If you guys have anything in the chat that you're, is burning, that you really want to discuss too, or questions too, we don't mind answering some questions Doesn't even have to be just for me. It can be for Brick, can be for DLO, can be for all three of us. And we will go from there. Our goal tonight is to sit back, relax, and just have a good time with you guys, which is every week, but more so this week. Oh, we got it again. Valkyrie Magnus is the first to get into the chat. Channel member, moderator, good dude in the community. Thank you for being here, my friend. We got Brandon Mosley. Good evening to you. Curtis Booth, another channel member. Hey, Jedi and friends. One Adam 12, one of the best, if not the best fellas out there in the hobby.
High praise.
Hello, Wolfpack. Too sweet for you. We
Sweet,
got X-Man Supreme. Hello, all. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Universal Key, channel member. Good evening to you. We got Johnny Chronicles, another channel member. Evening. Wolfpackers, too sweet. Got Dr. Doom yesterday. Darth Maul arriving Friday. Very nice. We got the OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. Another solid channel member. Hello, everyone, and too sweet. Hope you're having a great week. Oh, we got Tighter FL, friend of the show, channel member, supporter. What is up? Hope you're doing well. Speaking of friends, we got Figures and Fandom, another moderator and channel member, pulling that double duty. Hello there, fellow collectors. Too sweet, my friend. Hope you are doing well. He's got a lot of invoices hitting him over the head. So if anybody's looking to buy some figures, hit up Steve, Figures and Fandom. He's going to be panic selling in a minute. So hit him up.
Panic selling. Okay.
I got to sell some stuff. All right. Speaking of selling some stuff, I might have a question for you guys when we're done with this. So remind me, bookmark that. We got Batman Collectibles channel member, Evening Wolfpack in chat. This guy is probably the biggest Batman fan out there, and I'm proud to know him and to be able to enjoy his collection from afar. He just got that 89 Batcave from IC Customs, right? Is it IC Customs, I think? Either way, looks amazing. Amazing.
You're sick.
Neilorific channel member, good evening. We got Fig Poser, what up? Manny Fresh, yo, how you doing? We got Kevin, what's up, guys? We got Jose Plus in the house. What's up, everyone? What's going on, Jose? Hope you're riding high on your 7-0 fantasy week. Can anybody take him down? We will see. We will see.
I will.
Oh, smart ass in the...
See you week 10, Jose.
One day.
We got Stacy. Good evening, Wolfpack and fellow collectors. Dude, I'm not even gonna go to this. No, not doing it. Let's see.
You shouldn't. It's a good
We
call.
got Chris Santos, Jedi Knights, Brick, and DLO. How you doing today? Doing well. Doing well. Good to be back. Actually, I was thinking I was gonna do the thing with you, Brick, and have you backstage and give you your intro. And I was like, wait a minute, was that last week? Because it seems longer ago than just last week. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's only been a week, but we're doing well. We're doing well.
We are.
Collection Obsession, hello there. Hello. OG Fan has their Trunk or Treat chili cook-off this weekend, and we have door-to-door action on Halloween. Yeah, every community kind of does it a little bit different. Some are old school, and they still do it on Halloween, rain or shine. And then some, like us, do it on the Saturday before. I kind of like it, though, because we get 2 opportunities. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. We got Jazzy in the house. What's going on, dude? My last 2 weeks of collecting have been slow. Yeah, you could say that again. The Batcave. We got Armory. We got... What else did he get? I can't even tell you. He's been busy. We got the Ben Thomas Show in the house. Everybody say hi to Ben. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got AJ. Good evening, friends. Hope everyone's doing well. Good to see you in the chat. I know he watches the replay a lot, so it's good to see him in here live. We have the GOAT himself, Uncle Ray, Hawk Wars Toys. What's up, gentlemen? Left him a message today, so working on that because I think his eBay code expires. So we do the 5%. If you guys use my code, it's in the description below. But I do think it expires, so I will hook up with Ray and make sure that we have an accurate code for you guys, so you can spend. He's got a lot of cool figures. I believe he's got Battle Damage Darth Vader, Feral Predator, T-1000, amongst a bunch of other stuff. So some pretty heavy hitters that have recently been released. So go to his eBay store and let him know that the Jedi sent you. Yeah, miss you too, man. Brick, we still got to get down there before the weather turns.
All right.
We got the 12-inch Moose Stream. What is going on, my friend? Bought Shark City Ozark 3-foot Jaws Bruce.
Nice.
Got the small one. Very nice.
That's cool. Those look awesome. I think I saw one another stream.
1/6 Star Wars Pimpazoid. What's up? Question: how tall should the riser be under the DF 120s to be able to see into the bottom case? Thinking of doing 12 inches tall. So DLO, he's talking about the risers that we've built.
Mm-hmm.
Go as tall as you can.
Yep. Sound advice.
Taller, the higher up you go, the more visible it's going to be. So mine are currently 8 inches tall. What do you have, DLO?
Same as yours.
Okay.
Same as yours. Does a job.
The reason I did that is because I have some I have the Hot Toys light boxes on top. I could have went to 12 inches, but we got some room up top there. Plus, I actually put my surge protector on the top. I have a long cable, so it goes on top instead of sitting on the side or behind it, so I can go as close to the wall as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, me, I have 10-foot ceilings, so I use the 8 inches so I can have enough height to carry 4 cases high. So
I still need to see that collection. Like,
it's a marvel.
I feel like I'd just be like this looking up at the.
It's really not like that. Like, it's just like the way my room is positioned. As soon as you open the door, like, that's the best view of the entire collection. So like it instantly hits you with that wow right away. So.
10 feet, man, that is something else. I know my house, we measured because we got a new Christmas tree last year. We have 8-foot ceilings. Down here, I don't even think it's 8 feet, but 10 feet, man, I can't imagine. It's very tall.
It's a sight to behold.
All right, good question. Appreciate that. We got Honest Hansel, channel member, live from Phoenix.
Let's
Hansel's
go.
in the States. Watch the Packers kick some ass. Very nice. We had some. I thought the noon games were pretty boring, but I thought the later round games were amazing. Broncos, Giants, Packers, Cardinals, Chargers, Colts. There's some really good ones. DLO probably wasn't a fan of the Broncos Giants game, but
I don't want to talk about it. No one brought it up. Yeah.
Moving on. We got Striker 47. Saw the early screen of Chainsaw Man. Definitely something to watch. We are definitely in that time of the money where decisions need to be made whether to cancel figures or cancel Christmas. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good, but we'll talk about that a little bit later too. Just canceling pre-orders and pre-orders in general. But yeah, I mean, Christmas every year, December hits hard. So everybody hold on to your butts. Yeah, like Steve has panic setting in. I know it. And you get hit on the head with that armory bill. It's gonna send you down the path.
Nice carnage you got behind you there, DLO.
Thank you. You want it?
No.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna ask you before and I forgot. What's going on with that carnage there?
Oh, I'm just packing them up. Just packing them up.
So sad.
Would you like to plug the figure, see if anybody wants to bite?
Anybody want a carnage for not a good deal?
Not a good deal.
Hit me up. Hit me up.
Such a good figure, man.
No, I told you guys I have been on this like incredibly stressful journey. This is the year where I've sold the most figures because my goal was to literally do what we used to do back in the day, which is fund the collection with the collection. And I made it my mission this year to not spend any money, but still collect as much as I'm desire to collect. And I've been doing a really good job. So I'm going for my final push of the year to go ahead and take care of my final invoices, and mission accomplished. I did a full year without spending a dime. So pretty proud of that.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Pretty impressive. Well done. And you know, you've been patient. You've been patient with your, selling. I know, like for me, I'm gonna lower that price until that puppy's out of here. You're like, no, just gonna sit back and wait, and it's paid off. So you've been getting the most value out of your figures.
I'm glad you brought that up. So for anybody who, I will not give you my eBay name, but if you ever come across me, first rule in negotiating with DLO the Collector on eBay is never ever start the conversation like, what's the lowest price you'll take?
I love that question.
Because you will always get the same reply from good old DLO the Collector.
And
what's
that
the
is?
highest you're willing to pay?
There you go.
So
there you
come
go.
correct.
Well, good luck with that carnage. I know Brick is definitely not happy with your choices with Marvel, but it's okay.
Marvel's gonna look better than ever. You'll see. He needs to see it for himself. He has to become a believer.
Fine.
That's fine. We got Adam doing 89. Hello, gentlemen. Excited for that Grievous. Got mine shipping this week. Very nice. They've moved quick on that one. We got Brad Cormack, channel member. Too sweet, my friend. We got Erman in the house. Shout out all the way from Malaysia, as always. Oh, Stacy saying go Jays. Is that tonight? Is that game one
Friday
tonight?
night.
Okay.
No, yeah, I was gonna say that's too. They just won. What are you talking about?
Well, you never know. They move fast in baseball.
It was on well, that's true. That was on Sunday, right? Sunday night clincher.
No, Monday night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Monday Night Football is at the same time. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Says I'll take losing to DLO.
I'll take it
any day.
Take it.
Handle it.
Hawk says I do
Still
need to get
losing
a
the
new
playoffs
code.
against me. Watch, it'll be funny. Save that comment.
So we'll get you guys a new code here. Save yourself 5% on regular priced items from Hawk Wars Toys. So I'll be in touch with him. So don't worry about that. Let me see if I missed anybody. Oh, he says in our Legolas due this week. Due in this week.
Nice.
So if anybody's looking for that figure. OG fan says, question, how much Star Wars music lines can be used in a YouTube video without it being taken down, or if you don't monetize, doesn't matter? Typically any licensed audio or video, they tell you there's no time frame.
That's not true.
But it's typically like 15 to 30 seconds that you can get away with. But
I always try to stay under 10.
Yeah, because you can't guarantee it.
Yeah.
But if you don't monetize, it doesn't matter. The
thing is too, if you get hit with it, you can always go to your studio and just mute that part. So you can like have it at first, and then if 2 days later it's like, can't have that, then just mute it and you're fine. So it's not like you gotta take the whole video down.
They've always told me that it's fine, but I'm not going to make any money. So if you're not monetized, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Do you have a channel member? Let us know. We'll follow you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about my Titans? Nobody feels pain like I do. The Jets would like a word.
Yeah, seriously.
I hate this team. I should have had that on here as a little. Oh man, AJ was at the Lions game. Ooh, I bet that was a blast.
Baker got screwed. He did. That was a terrible. There were so many bad calls.
The big sad. Yeah, it's coming.
Shout out to Jameer Gibbs on my team.
Yeah, Gibbs is a beast.
Hell yeah, baby. Yeah.
Brandon says I find it hard to sell stuff. Like once I get it down, I back out of doing it. Haha. Yeah, so let's just jump into a quick convo here while we kind of go through the chat. So talking about selling stuff. So I recently just sold my Boba on the Throne, and we were talking in our private chat, kind of taking the hit, and there's one side of the coin and then there's the other. Brick, explain to me your side of why you don't like selling things.
Yeah, so there's a couple of reasons. First thing is I feel like I'm losing out. I'm not making back the money that I spent on, even though it's a year later, 2 years later. Like I feel like when I sell something or when I buy something for a few $100s, like I mean to keep that. And then the other thing is I don't want to deal with the hassle with selling. I don't want to get it all together, somebody, I put it up myself for 200. Somebody say, hey, would you take 180? I'm nice enough to say, yeah, ship it to that person. Oh, hey, there's a problem here, even though there was no problem before I shipped it. You got to give them $20 back or take the figure back. There's just such a hassle. And I don't like the eBay stuff.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And the other side of the coin would be like for me, because the guys are like, man, you basically took a bath with that figure, and I kind of knew I was going to. But I guess the way I look at it is, I had the figure for a few years, and I already knew I was going to be taking a hit, and it wasn't doing it for me anymore. I'd rather have that space in the collection and get whatever funds I could for it to fund something else. So I don't suggest doing that on every single figure. Don't just take a loss on everything. That's not smart. But here and there, if you just want to move a piece out, I think it's better to sell it than just to let it take up space and you don't like it anymore and it's just not there. So there's no right or wrong. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. But DLO, what are your thoughts on selling figures, or kind of what Brick said, what I said? Like, is there an in between, or how do you kind of go about it?
Well, I mean, it's all mindset, quite frankly. I mean, when you get into a hobby, you figure based on the money that you spent, that's necessarily the starting value of your figure. And in a lot of ways, that used to be the case. But I mean, you have to flip your mindset with the times of what's going on. I mean, people used to think of Hot Toys and 1/6 collecting in general as like kind of stocks. You invest in something and maybe start off a certain amount, and maybe it'll go higher. Maybe it might, lose a little bit, but it'll never be too bad. You'll pretty much break even. Now you have to look at it more like a car, where it's depreciating value. Yeah. Once you get it off the lot, now it's essentially, it's going to continue to lose its value unless it's a very specific, sought after figure, which is harder and harder to find nowadays, that actually something that matches that description. So for me, like it's helped my attitude about selling, because before I was a lot like Brick. I didn't want to go through the process, didn't want to deal with the jerks trying to, lowball me this and that. And now it's just like, now you kind of understand. It's like, hey, it's the time you spent with the figure, you have to subtract that from your feelings about it now. You really have to take that into consideration, because now I look at it, well, if I had a figure for 3, maybe 4 years or something like that, well, you subtract a few dollars from that there, and what you're selling it for doesn't seem so bad, right? Because essentially, you basically went from, purchasing it to renting it, right? Mm-hmm. And now that your time's up with it, I mean, at least you're getting something back out of it, right? But I say
rental.
Yeah, it's a rental. Let's be frank about it here. I mean, if you're selling a figure, you're renting the time you're having with it, then essentially you're moving on to it, and maybe it's an upgrade, maybe you're downgrading, or whatever you're doing with your hobby needs. Like, essentially it's the same thing.
Some people have collections and other people have museums, right? Museums, things kind of come and go into the showcase. They have their exhibit, if you will, and that changes a lot more. But like, if people are just collecting and they don't want to sell, that's perfectly fine too. But
I think to be able to continue to collect in this hobby, I think you have to get with the times of
space too, right?
Because
eventually we all run out.
Here's my thought here, and this is a down the road, years from now kind of situation, because I feel like 1/6 collecting in general as a whole cannot continue at this pace forever. I feel like what it's going to do, if they continue pushing out the 2.0s with more competition coming every single day, the higher prices per figure, I feel like all those things combined will eventually get to the point where the hobby won't be as big as it is per se today, which in turn will be a good thing, because these companies can't afford to lose money on every release if they're overproducing or over issuing certain types of figures, because collectors will can find other hobbies and other things that they might put their money into in their interest to feel like they're getting more value out of it there. And I think at some point the hobby will force companies like Hot Toys and all the other high-end 1/6 figure companies to have to look in the mirror and have to change how they're doing it, because their expansion is really hurt how much you can collect, and especially with the back end of it not really feeling like you're getting your money out of it if you have to sell. I think you combine those factors into it, then eventually it's going to cause a decline in collecting. So that's kind of my running theory. I mean, is it going to happen tomorrow? Probably not. There's too much hype and too much excitement going around each and every release for that to be like a any day now kind of situation. But I think eventually at some point, collectors are going to get to the point where the price and the value of what they're collecting is going to hit a crossroads, and they're going to make decisions for themselves. And that's going to force them to make decisions that are a little bit more pro collector than it has been in the past.
Yeah. I mean, let's say there's 60 figures coming out a year, sometimes more, sometimes less, whatever. And you spend, you buy half of those, right? So that's 30 a year. 3 years down the road, you got 90 more figures. So, I mean, eventually you are going to have to do something with your figures, whether it's trade, sell, do something like that. But I don't know. With me, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll sell a few figures. I'll sell a figure here and there. But like to sell a huge chunk of my collection all at once, that's tough.
Well,
that's tough for me.
And I think you have a different mentality.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Like I know some people are like, huh?
A lot of people don't sell at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't see anything wrong with it. But like for me personally, like buying the figure, like it has a meaning for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't ever see myself selling 90% of my figures.
Yeah.
Unless I get out of the hobby.
You know what? And
right?
my goal is actually to be more like that, Brick. Like my goal is to become a little bit more strategic in what I'm buying. And you've done that very well since you've been in the hobby and I think that's why you don't really sell, is because you're very careful. Like you're not going to buy something if you're not sure about it. So
because I'm broke, motherfucker.
You've been pretty good at handling that aspect in your collection. But that's what I want to get to. Like this has been a big year for me actually, where I've really honed in on, I want to collect what's nostalgic to me. So like the Superman movie, maybe one day it'll get there for me once it kind of, like DLO, we've talked about this. It's got time to kind of sit and resonate a little bit or end and finish. But like, I think I just want to collect things that I know for sure have standing power within me. So Star Wars OT, old Batman stuff, and then some obviously Avengers has been over for a while, and I've kind of picked and choose what I want from there too. So like I'm trying to do that more and trying to eliminate just some of the random buys to kind of not have to sell as much. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, this is it's going to be a unique one for me as well too, just because like that's kind of where I'm like, everybody should just be more like Brick, quite frankly, right? Just more decisive, more
make sure it's like that.
More certainly more honed in
like
on what he wants his collection to look like
bricking.
there. I mean, for me, despite the fact I've sold so many figures this year, this is probably going to be my second biggest year as far as buying figures as well too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a matter of like, oh well, DLO, you have more figures than you had last year. On the contrary, I'm going to wind up more or less breaking even with how many figures I had last year than what I'm going to end with this year. But now it's more to the aesthetic that I wanted. It's more locked in. It's more zoned into where I want to be. So hopefully, if I'm doing what I'm doing correctly for myself, then I'm not going to need to sell as much next year. I'm not going to have to, oh, why did I buy this figure? Let me sell it. It's like I'm really trying to lock it into where I have a plan and idea where my collection should be. And more importantly, what I'm doing my best here is like trying to make sure, despite the fact I have these massive cases in my house, I really don't want to expand anymore. So, and part of like being a collector and having these size of cases sometimes kind of makes you want to fill them out more just to get your money's worth of what you're buying. So for me, it's just like, I am trying to get more in touch with what my collection should look like for me. And it's going to be a matter of like locking in, being more strict with certain things. And I want to get to the point where I'm simply, if there's a 2.0 and it's something I already have, I just want to replace it with a 2.0 and move on from that over and just get to a groove where like, yeah, I can enjoy this more because it'd be nice to get this one updated.
Feel like you're caught up a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think that's where I've been chasing this like idea of what a collection should look like for so long that I've never feel like I've actually got into that endpoint or even seen the endpoint of that there. Instead, I'll pivot, I'll make another move, and the collection will look different this time. But now I feel like, okay, I'm at a point like maturity-wise as well too as a collector, to where I feel like I can be more strategic, I can be more responsible for myself of how I'm doing this, and more importantly, being satisfied at the end of the day that I'm not sacrificing anything in favor of doing XYZ or keeping up the Joneses, getting these figures over here. I'm staying in my lane. I'm literally creating the road for myself, and I'm staying in that lane. That's where I'm going to be collecting.
Yeah, and there are collectors who literally buy everything, and they don't even know what the show is. They never saw it. They never played the game. They never. It's for me, and that's cool, I guess, because they're collecting every Hot Toys figure. Okay, but like for me, if I don't, my collection, you know, I feel like a collection should tell a story about you, right? When you walk into my room, you're gonna say, "Oh, there's Spider-Man. There's a few Star Wars figures. So these characters mean a lot to him from Star Wars." Or, okay, I see you got RoboCop. What's that mean to you? You know, that's why I always had like the segment on my show, "What means the most," because I feel like that's what the collection is all about, because it means something to you. But
well, and I think on the flip side too, we talk about, you know, we don't want to sell as much because we want to figure out what we want for the long haul. But at the same time too, I think sometimes it helps reignite your love for the hobby or spice it up a little bit, or you know, just kind of get you back into it too. So like part of the fun is just like the hunt, the chase. So like we're just got to find that balance too, because it's also fun to finally get that figure you've been looking for so long. And sometimes, you know, space, again, it really all comes down to space in my mind, is because like I'm kind of tapped out too. Like I can't expand any further with cases unless, as DLO says, I get rid of my furniture, but I just don't want to do that. I want it somewhere to sit so I can enjoy my figures. But so yeah, I'm kind of
recliner right in the middle of it.
Kind of tapped out. Yeah, kind of tapped out.
Like Friends, 2 recliners, just pop it up. You know.
But no, and there's no wrong way to do it. We're just kind of spitballing kind of what we've been through and what we've seen. So I mean, between the three of us, we've got to have about 20 years worth of collecting almost. So I mean, that's pretty cool.
Long time.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I went from 25 a year ago to a little over 60.
You know what's funny? For all the figures I bought this year, I think I've only probably grown the collection maybe like 15 figures.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Because I've sold a bunch of stuff too to kind of combat that.
It can be the same, but still vastly different at the same time. Like it's just same space, just, you know, different figures in there. It's crazy to believe. I mean, at my worst, and I don't even want to say that in a bad way, but just like when I had the most I had in my collection, I probably was up to ballpark close to 300 on the high end, maybe almost 400, right? But you got to think about like generations of Hot Toys that have come. Like this is going to be my second time collecting the Dark Knight line.
Yep.
Having every single, and because back then I was a line collector, so I collected a lot of stuff that just like, if I looked at myself today in the mirror, I would be like, what are you thinking by getting that there? But I did it all. But yeah, now I feel like there's no set number to happiness, right? But I feel like for myself, if you look at yourself and you look at your collection and you can just literally, you can point out with one hand how many figures I had that I really need, that could be someone's entire collection.
Right.
You know, just like out of those 300 plus, almost 400, I can take out 100 that I didn't need. And that can be, that's the size of somebody's collection today. That's when you know, like maybe lock it in. You know what I mean? Maybe lock it in a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, that's some really good conversation there on the topic of selling or not selling and how to manage a collection and curate and all that good stuff. Again, everybody's got their own way of doing it, and that's perfectly fine. But it's always fun to kind of chat about what we've seen, what we've been through. Figures Phantom says the first rule is don't negotiate.
You got that from me.
Posted some Hot Toys listings on Marketplace for 130, and these MF are still lowballing me at 90. Always go higher than you're willing to go, because that's going to happen. You know, I'm sorry if this person's in the chat, but I had my Boba Fett for sale for a really good price, and somebody messaged me and they asked me if I'd accept an offer of $5 less than what I was asking. I was like, sure, like, okay. but I couldn't give an offer because it's got to be like a certain percentage lower. So I like, well, I'll just change the price, I guess. But it was just weird, like $5, like you can just buy it, like if you really want it.
It's such a smarty pants for $5 offer. Like, I would write back like, how could you live with yourself? No, I'm just kidding. I'll take it.
So hopefully you like the figure. But it was just weird. I was like, am I being punked right now? At first I was like, is this like DLO or Steve trolling me and just messaging me?
Well, now I know what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny, dude. That is funny.
All right, let's see. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Yeah, Patriots are on a hot streak. Brand's with you, Brick.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about just turning around and selling it for a loss. This is like you've had the figure for years, and you're just kind of falling out of love with it, and it's time to go. So, not talking about turning around and selling it. These are figures that we've enjoyed, we've owned for a while, and it's time to move on from.
Well, that's the thing too. For a lot of people, like you got these new Terminators out, like. If you have kids, you have a family, and you're only allowed to have one room, and you can't fill up your whole house and your whole basement or something, like you have to make a decision. Do I have both or like all the T800 figures ever made, or do I just have the best one possible? Let's go with the best one. So like you're gonna have to sell eventually, but if you don't, and you have the whole house or the whole basement, then cool. But
well, the way I look at it too is, we want the best, like you said, we want the best of that figure. So I'd rather get the 2.0 if it is justified.
Right.
And I'd be okay taking a loss because I'm just going to put that money towards that figure. Yeah. Like I've had that figure for 5-7 years, however old it is. And
so you're getting an upgrade for like $100.
Right.
There you go.
Well, I'm perfectly okay with that too. And I get some people, I think too many people get hung up on the word collector. Like you're not a real collector if you do this or if you do that. And I think you can do whatever the hell you want. Like it's your collection. So
yeah,
I made a video on that. It's good video.
Yeah, if you have 5 figures and or if you have 500 figures, I don't think it really matters because everybody's different. Their budgets are different. Their mindset is different. And if you want to move on from a figure, if you want to turn around and sell it for a loss, good for you.
Yeah. If you are collecting comic books, you are a collector. Whether you have 1 million since you were 5 or 50 since last year.
I'll speak to this here because I've been here the longest out of the 3 of us on the panel here. I can tell you right now, a lot of collectors, and you may not want to hear this, but a lot of collectors are full of shit. And they'll say they're going to get this. Oh, this is a dopo. You hang out with that guy, you're going to be broke before he is. Because he's going to tell you he's buying everything. And then when it comes to invoice time, you're like, oh, yeah, I canceled that. Yeah, just I didn't want any more. Listen, if that's the case, this hobby is too expensive for me because apparently I'm collecting with millionaires because there's no way you can collect all those things you say you're going to collect. Mm-hmm. So in my opinion, just my opinion from just being around the block a couple times here, you got to figure you're a collector. No matter how much, whatever your budget is, if that one figure is equal to, 100% of what your budget is for the year, who's to say you're not a collector? If you got a budget that's a little bit higher, you can get a couple more figures. Congratulations. You're a collector with more figures, but you're still a collector. At the end of the day, period. End discussion.
Message. I know he's trolling.
Real collectors buy everything and keep everything. Another word for that would be hoarders, but again, no judgment. Collect how you collect.
It's still,
that should be my new slogan. Collect how you collect.
Different ways to collect.
It's true. No, but I just think we shouldn't shame anybody for deciding how they want to collect and how they're going to manage their budget.
It's like shaming somebody. Haha, you have a smaller collection than me. Okay, jerk. Like
jerks. Or
why do I care about
running out of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bold.
Francis. The biggest thing with me is I collect what I love, and I'm not out here trying to have more figures than you or them.
Exactly.
A lot of people out here trying to outdo each other, and I hate that. Yeah, I mean, there
it
seems to be a
ruins
little
the
bit
fun
more
of collecting.
pressure.
Like, why do you feel like you have to buy it? You know, like have fun collecting.
Yeah, I mean, there seems to be a little bit more pressure when you're on YouTube. Like, I gotta have a bigger collection, otherwise people won't take me seriously. But I've really just looked at it as this is my journey. Like, I started doing like room tours when I had 4 DTOF cases with like 1 or 2 figures in each, and I'm sure people laughed at me when I did a room tour. But yeah, it's a great way to kind of like journal or vlog your journey on this collecting space here, and it's just a lot of fun too. So like that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't judge anybody that has 5 figures or 500. It's all good, man.
It's all about having a good time, though. At the end of the day, you know, you can have 5 and be happy. You can have 500 and be happy, as long as you're happy.
Yep.
Quite frankly,
It's true. All right, I appreciate you all chiming in with your thoughts and whatnot. Again, if you have any questions for us throughout the show, hit us up. We'll definitely try to get to it, because again, this is a little bit more of a lighter show where we're really just hanging out. So hang out with us, hit that like button, 68 in the house. Let's get to some of your channel member topics here that you asked about. All right, guys. Top 5 pre-orders that you guys are most hyped for. I gotta look at this myself and see what I all got open here. Can you count what's already out but you don't have yet? So like the Batman Armory, for example, or Black Widow. Does that count? Or does it have to be strictly a pre-order?
well, I mean, it's a pre-order you don't have in hand, so I mean, technically, it falls within the guidelines.
That's right.
And we just made up this game right now, so the guidelines are
We
open
can
to
do whatever the hell we
interpretation.
want.
We can do what we want.
Really quickly though, we have a super chat alert. It is Johnny Chronicles with the $9.99 super chat.
Oh, smash.
My man, I appreciate you and being a channel member, as well as donating $10. I appreciate that. Slowly building up an Avengers shelf and need an Iron Man. Been looking at a diecast Mark 7 on eBay, offered at a decent price. Should I jump on that or wait to see if Hot Toys drops a 2.0 of the Mark 7? Guys, I will answer this right now. Skip that entirely. Get the D100 Mark 7. You will not be disappointed, my friend. It's a great figure. What do you guys think?
If I'm going to give them real advice, I'm going to say, don't get that one, please.
I love the D100.
Listen, I'm happy you're happy.
Talk.
That's all that matters. That's just like we talked about the last segment. As long as you're happy as a collector, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
but
Steve knows.
I think the Mark 7 is my favorite armor, and it's been around for a very long time. I would say hold off, because there's a good chance you're probably going to be seeing 2.0s of the Avengers from the first movie coming shortly. And of course, Hot Toys will be more than willing to make a brand new one at this point. So maybe even with some improvements, like possibly a micro USB, light up instead. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'd
if they
say
do Artisan Avengers,
maybe Thor, Widow, a couple other folks in there. We'll see. But I say there's no rush. I mean, if you think it's a deal that's too good to be true to pass up, go for it. But I would practice patience. One, I think you're closer to another shot at this brand new if you wait. So.
Brick, what do you think?
Yeah, I say hold off too. I'm with DLO. I think we're going to be getting a lot of Avengers stuff coming.
Well, so the Mark 7 was from Avengers, correct? First Avengers? It was 2012?
Yeah. It was, yeah.
So what do you think they're just going to do it out of the blue, or do you think it's going to be an anniversary? What's your guessing of your time range here? Because if it's 2 years,
I think it's going to be kind of out of the blue. I mean, we're waiting for an Artisan Thor. I think that's going to happen. I think the Thor we get is from Avengers. And I think that when that happens, we're going to be getting a new Hulk. We're going to be getting a new Iron Man, and I think that they will give us a Black Widow from that movie, since they already gave us one. I think we would get another Black Widow. I think by next year. Now, if you don't want to wait that long, buy yourself a Mark 7 now, man. Like, don't wait. But if you can wait another year, I think I think more likely than not, they push out Iron Man like crazy. So, and I don't think that's slowing down.
Yeah, I think we're still late on announcements for 2026 because typically fourth quarter, Hot Toys is rushing to get all their invoices and their books cleared for the year, but they also hit us with some crazy announcements in the fourth quarter as well too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get something from that before the end of this year. So,
Sure.
What do you guys think I'm going to tell him to do?
You're gonna tell him
don't collect it all, get Batman instead. I mean, I don't know. Probably. Am I right?
Buy it, of course.
I'd buy that for $1.
Dude, you guys know me. If there is something that I have to have, and it's something that I can feel like burning in my plums, like you gotta get it, man.
I can't even do it right now.
I can feel it in my plums that I
Feel
need
my
this
plums
figure.
right now.
I like that answer too because it bothers me waiting as well.
Yeah, like
I
you
can
don't,
feel
you don't
that.
know.
Like if
it
I
could
want to
be a
just get
year,
it.
it could be 3 years,
Yeah.
and then you wait another year. It's like I just say if it's really something you want, get it. If you can wait, and it's like, oh, I'm thinking about it, but then wait. But if it's something you really want, yeah, get the die-cast Mark 7. It's a great figure,
Yeah.
and comes with a lot of stuff. And what do you guys think? Is that the best suit, the Mark 7?
Not in my
That's my
opinion.
personal favorite.
I like it.
That's my personal favorite.
I
mean, the
still
three's
like the
great,
Mark 3 the best.
I love the 3, but I feel like the 7
3 and the
is kind of like a blend of
45
everything.
or 48, 45 or 48. I like a lot.
But in the end, you got to make your own choice, and I feel sorry for you.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
But hey, man, Johnny Chronicles, do appreciate the $10 super chat, man. You are one of a kind. Thank you so much. And I hope we're able to help just a little bit. Two guys saying, well, DLO says wait. Brick said wait. Then he says go with it if you want. And I say just go with it. So it's pretty much a straight down the middle.
Yeah.
I can't get much.
Go what your heart tells you, buddy.
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
it.
Go with your heart.
Or you can choose to collect.
Choose to collect.
Ooh.
Do it.
Choose to collect.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
damn. Plug. Agua.
Well, we got Anthony, YouTube fan in the house. Are any of you getting or interested in the new Batman 89 Batmobile? Did I miss something?
You
89
refer to like the
Batmobile.
Jazz Inc. one that came out recently, or the Hot Toys one that came out recently? Which
Yeah, give
Which
us a
one,
little bit
Anthony?
more info because Hot Toys came out a while ago, and Jazz Inc. I've had mine since March. So let us know what Batmobile. And welcome to the show. Figures and Phantom says Mark 7 is the best suit. I tend to agree. I feel like it's just kind of a good blend of everything. Look at this guy. As I live and breathe, we have Justin, aka How You Figure, channel member for 20 months. Might want to keep the stream running tonight. Maybe we get an announcement. You never know. But you know what? It was good to see. I saw a video from Justin this week regarding Hot Toys and figures that you should get before they're no longer available. And I just want to say it was good to see him back in 6-scale content. He's a great dude. Had a lot of fun watching his stream. So hopefully he gets back into it.
Yes.
And maybe that was just a taste of what's to come. We'll see. Welcome to the show, my friend. Let's see. We got Clinton Martin in the house as well. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Hope you're enjoying how your Bears' success so far this year. Steve, buy it. Of course. All right.
I'm the only one that's worried that like a 2.0 or 3.0, I guess in this case, is going to happen with that thing.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We got Hammer of God joining us as well. Welcome to the show, my friend. Thank you for popping in. We are just having a good time. All right, we'll see if Anthony. Oh, here he goes. I keep getting ads for a replica model on my feeds. Is it something different? Yeah, I'm late for the proceedings. What's been discussed? Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything new. But if it's 89, man, yeah, I would be excited. So, Okay. Top
Okay.
5 pre-orders we're most hyped for. I gotta throw one out there at you guys.
What do you got?
Empire Strikes Back Chewie.
Dang,
I
my
have been-
first one. Okay.
I've been waiting
Let me scratch off my list.
for that one. And I'm really intrigued to see how they do it. Like, is it going to be a vast improvement from the 1.0, the A New Hope one? But also, they're using the wool hair.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've noticed from wool hair is it's very thick. Could that be a good thing for Chewie, or could that be a bad thing for Chewie? Also, the likeness on the first one is very hit or miss. And if you have The Force Awakens, it's very much a miss. So like, and that one's newer, so they kind of took a step back. We've seen it with 89 Batman, still a good figure, kind of took a step back from what they had. So I'm really intrigued. I'm really hoping it's going to be like this amazing figure. You got C-3PO on the back being carried around. It's OT Star Wars. We just don't get enough of that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that on your list of top 5 that you're most hyped for? And what do you think? How do you think it's going to turn out?
It is on my list. I'm concerned about possibly hair coming out, if I'm being honest.
I was going to ask, do you think Chewie sheds?
Yeah, that's
well, the last one did.
it did.
So
It did. Because the thing about that hair, like that implantation stuff, I feel like they put excess hair and then eventually some of it does come out. So slight concern. I'm not losing any sleep over it, but I mean, it has crossed my mind.
sure. Brick, do you think this is gonna be a fantastic release? Do you think it's gonna be? Are you worried a little bit?
I think it's going to be a fantastic release due to the fact that everybody's wanting it and is very excited for it, and it's going to turn out to be good. Whether or not, it sheds in a few months from now, or you got some glue issues like we've seen with some figures on, just artisan figures. Like, are we going to have that on Chewie's butt? Is there going to be a problem where like hair is randomly coming off his back? So that's a little worrisome, but I think it's going to be a great figure, man. I think they are taking their time with this. It's due any time now. And do I think it could be figure of the year? No, but I do think it's going to be a fantastic figure where everyone is just going to be happy with it. So yeah.
Still up for pre-order, by the way. Interesting.
I was just about to ask how tall it is.
14.17 inches. All right, what else you guys got? What's a figure that you're hyped for?
Go ahead, DLO.
Yeah, honestly, for me, the first Harley Quinn announcement, the artisan one from the second movie.
Oh.
Let me take a look at that one.
There it goes. There she be.
Actually,
I
don't like it when it's waitlisted, when you lose the range
time. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I want to know where we're at with this
I think
thing.
you can still see it on your pre-order, but yeah.
Yeah, I can actually pull up my bird
Okay.
out there right now. Let me see here, because she has a weird one, but it was July to December.
Yeah.
She's July to December here.
Okay. Well, so my last payment on this was September, and it already got pushed to October, and I have a feeling it's probably gonna get pushed again. But I'll know in a few days. So that's usually not a good sign. I actually had that happen with Bib Fortuna this week too. They pushed that a month out. But what makes you more excited for this one than the newest announcement that we've gotten?
Well, in fairness, I didn't know the other one was going to be announced. That's to my defense.
But you could have listed that one that you were hyped for, and you listed this one. So I want to know why.
Well, because the other one doesn't come out until next year, right?
That's part of the reason. Thank you, Brick. Appreciate you.
But this isn't for this year.
Keeping
This
them
is
honest.
what you're hyped for.
No,
I thought it was only for the rest of the year.
Nope, that's the figure of the year potential. This is what are you most hyped for? What pre-orders are you most hyped
Brick
for?
thought what I thought, and now we both thought.
I gotta change my list.
There's no year. So okay, knowing what you know now, Are you more hyped for that other one or this one?
I'll still say this one though. Like if I'm like, because for me, like some people say like the red dress, and yeah, the red dress would be cool as well too. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like this one reminds me of Harley Quinn from the comics. This kind of reminds me of like generally what Harley Quinn should look like overall. Sure. And don't get me wrong, the other one looks amazing too. And you know, she's probably a little bit more sexualized in that one there, and you know, it's a popular look. But for me, just like this screams what Harley Quinn should look like: red and black, bottom line, and you know, she looks great. Mm-hmm. The head sculpt is to be determined. I don't know if I love it or hate it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's going to be changed from what this looks like. I don't think this is what the final product will look like at all.
Okay.
But all the same, like, yeah, if you're looking for that representation that kind of matches like the aesthetic of like how she was introduced in the animated series as, you know, a jester with the red and black outfit, like this really goes back to that. And I kind of like that kind of feel. Like I like when it's a more accurate costume to the source material.
I think a lot of people share that same thought process too. Like that's why they're kind of gravitating towards this one as opposed to the other one. I think she looked better in the movie, in that pink and blue look, but the movie really wasn't that good. So I think people just kind of want, more of that iconic look as well. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that we're getting two. One has more of this mouth open, different look, and then the other one's a little bit more neutral. Like I think those are going to be really cool to pair next to each other. Kind of have one looking this way and the other one more neutral. So are we all getting this one? Are we all pre-ordering this one?
Yeah. I think I owe like $100 on it yet, but
I'm a little bit over 100 as well. So
I owe everything.
Unreal. Brick, what's the pre-order you're really excited for?
Ooh, man. I'm gonna go. You know, I'll say it. Batman Returns.
Yes. Hey, I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, I mean, Batman Returns, 100%. You know, I've got the '89 Batman, but Batman Returns is goated. I thought the first Batman Returns figure was already great,
amazing,
and I cannot wait to have this in my collection. Absolutely cannot wait.
They don't need to do anything, honestly, with the figure other than update the paint apps.
Yeah.
You know, you don't touch it. Like, it was a great figure. Don't screw it up. But I think they've improved this portrait, obviously. But, like, the Batman figure itself, just don't touch it. Like, leave it alone.
Well, this is my favorite Batman, too. You know, not just.
And you can't get the Bat Missile anymore, so.
Yeah, and I was actually considering that. But this is by far my favorite Batman movie. It's my favorite Batman actor. Really looking forward to it.
I think we're all pretty
with your Catwoman too, right?
Yeah, and I got my Catwoman from Jazz. So got the battle damage one with the three head
I'm excited.
So I'm excited for that.
I'm excited to build out a Batman Returns line. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
because cool, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but when we talk about pre-orders that we're most hyped for, like the Catwoman and that Penguin as well, like that should be on the list for any Batman fan, just to kind of get that with this. But let's just stay with this one right now. I know you guys are kind of mad at me for it, but I just ordered the standard version without the portrait, and you guys say I'm crazy, but maybe I am.
Maybe
you I still stand by that. I think you're crazy. I forgot you did that, and you mentioned again, and my blood temperature went up a little bit. So yeah, I agree. I still kind of mad at you for doing that. That makes no sense.
I had a bunch of rewards that I used for it, and at the time I was like, I just, if I could just pay like under 200 for this figure, that'd be really cool. So that's what I did.
Rick, you get a deluxe for yours?
I got the deluxe. Absolutely.
Sweet.
Yep.
Proud of you.
Thank you. It means a lot.
I also don't think I'm going to need the portrait, because I already have my Mars Toys Bruce Wayne, so
sure,
I'm okay.
Yeah, I might actually go portrait with this one, and then have like Catwoman kind of like I got the battle damage one, so I can't really.
You're gonna do
that.
something sexual.
I was like not sexual, but like just kind of like leaning on him, with like a leg up or something. Not that horny.
I mean, you got the appropriate base, and you just lean them on the base, like.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like that.
Okay, maybe.
That's movie accurate.
Battle damage, absolutely.
The other thing,
right.
I don't like that base. I was more happy just going with this one. I'm just not I didn't like how that base functionally worked. But that's what it is. I'm still really excited for this figure though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big wingspan there.
Are you gonna do that? Anybody gonna do this?
No.
I already have my custom cape too, so I'm like ready to go with this guy. This has gotta be
He's coming
sometime in November.
Soon. Gotta be soon.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Let me quickly look at my orders.
Anybody in the chat mentioning a figure?
Let's see. Anybody super excited for the TIE Fighter? Moose Dream and Anthony want Vicky Vale.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Really cool.
Let's see here.
I was just waiting for my turn. Hopefully you don't have mine. Because you had Chewbacca first. I was like, damn.
I'm gonna have a shocker on my list. You're like, what the hell?
You want a what?
I'm trying. I'm looking at my
I have a shock.
pre-orders.
Like a little.
You want to have a
on my
shock?
list.
Is it gonna be Willy Wonka?
No, I've said that one too many times.
Yeah.
That one's not coming out until 2032.
Good lord. You know what? I'm going to forego my turn. I'm gonna let you guys finish out for number 5. So DLO, go ahead.
Perfect. With the new rules in place that I just found that 10 seconds ago,
There's no year listed here.
Unreal.
Oh, I thought we were all doing 5.
No, we'll just do 5 together.
Oh.
Oh, we still got like 4 topics, and we're already over an hour.
It's good.
Episode 2, Obi-Wan.
Oh. Okay. I'd say that's a little bit of a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Brick, are you getting this?
Negative.
Wait, don't you have Padawan Anakin from episode 2?
And Padme.
And Padme, right?
It's wonderful. It's great. No, I
Okay.
it would be cool to have them, but I don't need sorry, Steve, but I don't need more than one Kenobi in my collection.
Wait, you have one now?
When I get Revenge of the Sith, I will.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna forego this one for the
only way that I would get another Kenobi is if they did like a 2.0 of A New Hope, or if they did the Phantom Menace. And I'd be like, okay, well I can do that. But like between this and Revenge of the Sith, I'm like, one or the other.
Dilo, are you getting sculpted or artisan?
I have artisan on pre-order, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Because I just looking at that photo with the sculptor, it's like, damn. And damn. I mean, sculpted is pretty perfect, in my opinion.
Exactly.
It's pretty perfect. I don't know. To be determined.
Johnny says an artisan Qui-Gon, or maybe Qui-Gon Yin would be cool. You guys ever think we'll get a Qui-Gon Yin?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he meant
not.
Qui-Gon Jinn. Did you think?
Yeah.
When do you guys think we're gonna get that? It's got to be coming in the future.
I mean, probably sooner than you think. All things considered, being fair.
Really?
A lot of episode 1 love has been there recently. You had the Droideka. Well, you obviously had the 2.0 Maul already. You have. Actually, I don't want to keep rattling on because this might be part of your pre-order list, so maybe I'll stop. But you get the idea. I mean, there's a strong possibility. Could be. I will say that I want to see something artisan rooted with a beard. I want to see a rooted beard for one figure. I don't know who.
Qui-Gon or
Qui-Gon
Thor?
would be great for that. Great candidate for that.
Kenobi, New Hope.
Poor Johnny.
Which one?
Yeah, we got it, man. We got no problem.
I would say Kenobi from A New Hope.
Qui-Gon.
Kenobi from New Hope Artisan.
Yeah.
Wait,
Why can't they just sculpt and give him a
Wait,
frame like
Kenobi.
episode 3? Mm.
wait. You want Kenobi from A New Hope with a artisan hair and beard?
Hey, he was talking about with a beard. I was like, which one could it be? I said Kenobi from New Hope. Be good.
You can do Kenobi beater. Yeah, sure, that'd be cool. They should have did episode 3 like that. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Get rid of that weird mouth.
Mouth.
Cover some hair.
Get rid of that mouth. So DLO, you're more excited for this one than Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah, just because I already have one already right now at the moment. So like this would be a brand new Obi-Wan to add to collection. And like Brick said, I would do this and I would easily get episode 1 if they ever made it one day.
Oh,
All right, Brick, what do you got? What's your last one? Give us one more.
man. I have a few on here. I don't know which one I want to say.
What are you most hyped for? Suspense is killing me.
I'm stuck between 3. I'm gonna go with the Scorched Xenomorph.
There you go. I was wondering when someone's gonna mention something alien or predator related.
Yeah.
And you picked that over Big Chap.
Yeah, because it's on my list because I thought it was 2025, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Well, we did not have any time prior to prep for this, so. All right, well, walk us through this. You're getting this.
Yeah,
Are you getting any other alien figures?
Yeah, I do want the big chap. I'm getting this. I'm considering getting Rain. She looks awesome. Great head sculpt. Great base to go with this. I don't know. I really enjoyed this movie. It was the first Alien movie I liked in quite some time. I think a lot of people can agree with that. And I think this figure looks pretty awesome. Seeing the skull inside there and just that scene toward the end where, the xenomorphs are chasing her down and, yeah, I don't know. It's a really good scene, really good movie. I'm excited that Hot Toys is doing Alien again and Predator and all this sci-fi stuff that it's just getting me pumped because I haven't had a xenomorph in the past, only being in the hobby for 3 years or so. So I'm really looking forward to getting a big ass xenomorph to go with some Predators. It's gonna be really cool.
Venom Collector says, I know I'm gonna get shit for this, but I prefer the Scorched Xeno over Big Chap.
It's a great design, so you can't go
Dude,
wrong with it, quite frankly.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like the cracks in the skull there. That looks so cool.
Brick, did you finish Alien Earth?
No. I think I watched 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, I kind of fell off of that too.
You guys are nuts.
It was good.
Real good.
Not good enough to keep up with.
True. Not good enough to keep watching, but it was good.
Yeah.
But
it was perfect until
Peacemaker kind of took over once that started up.
Are either of you getting like the both of the these alien figures? Are you getting? Is it Rain? Is that her name? I've only seen the movie once, so forgive me. But
you mean Ellie in space?
Yeah, right. Are you guys getting that figure too, or are you just getting the xenomorph?
I will possibly get Rain, just because I think she looks really good, and I liked the movie a lot. She looked really cool with these figures.
Is she even around? I'm sure she's still up for pre-order.
There she is.
Yeah, she looks good, man. And for only $270, look at that.
Seamless arms and everything, dude.
Yeah,
still available.
Looks good.
Yeah, these are coming up too. Like that xenomorph was, I think, was it October or December? Was it
October to March?
This is January, so could be in the near future for anybody that was really excited for that movie. I gotta watch this one again.
They always deliver on these bases for Alien. They're so cool.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Pretty sweet. Yeah, it's really hard to pick to narrow it down for what you're hyped for, because there's so much good stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's so far out, but I'm really excited for John Wick and the new Harley Quinn as well. And
Winter Soldier is another one I was.
Some of the Jazz Inc. figures we talked about.
Mr. Freeze.
Mm-hmm. Mr.
Yeah.
Freeze.
And I was even considering the Hano Spider-Man from the Spider-Man show that came out
on
Disney Plus. That was such a good show.
Still haven't pulled the trigger?
No, he's paid off.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought I remember you saying you were getting him.
Yeah, I'm excited for him.
Yeah, Alien Earth was excellent.
Yeah.
Moose loves it as well. Okay. Well, cool. So that's what we're hyped for. But yeah, let us know what you guys are hyped for in the chat, as some of you have already. But let me see here. Speaking of pre-orders, though, is there anything that you guys pre-ordered and then you canceled due to maybe like funds, or you thought you changed your mind and then you really regretted it? Like, what's your biggest pre-order cancellation regret? I could start this off, I guess, because you guys haven't really had a lot of time to mull this over, but I think you can have a regret, but then as time heals all wounds, like, it's not that big of a deal. But I did at the time regret the WB 100 Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
You guys know the story about that one.
Sure.
So like,
Well,
had that one pre-ordered. It was like basically the first artisan figure, and basically I was going through time where I'm like, I need to save some money. I could cancel this and basically save the money and spend it elsewhere, pay other stuff off. So I did that, and yeah, for a long time I was like really kicking myself for not getting that figure, because that WB 100 Wonder Woman actually turned out really, really good. The hair doesn't look bad. The face sculpt is one of the better ones for Gal Gadot. And now of course InArt's doing theirs, and I'm kind of just through that phase of Snyderverse where it doesn't bother me as much anymore. But for a while, it really was one of my biggest regrets that I didn't hold on to that one. So, DLO, I know you don't really.
It's so non-relatable topic for me. I'm trying hard, guys. I'm thinking really hard inside. Maybe if I change the wording of the topic a little bit, maybe I can chime in a little bit.
Sure.
I'm like probably the worst person for the segment to have. You guys know I don't pre-order, so. But I will say a pre-order that I canceled that I regret pre-ordering in the first place. I'll switch it around a little bit. Artisan Loki.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Hey.
Artisan Loki.
Yeah.
Don't regret canceling it, but I regret pre-ordering it.
There you go.
There you go. That's my contribution to this segment.
Now, what made you regret pre-ordering it?
Like a lot of things, it was the early days of Artisan, right? And coming off of season 2, like we were all like you were really into season 2. In turn, I got really excited about it because we were all watching at the same time. And then when the announcement hit, I was just like, oh my gosh! First of all, the head sculpt is fantastic, right? So I mean, it's going to be the best Loki head sculpt we've ever gotten from Hot Toys. And then, oh my god, there's a new Artisan thing, and it's just like all the things kind of put together. It's just like I gotta have it, and then come to realize a couple months later, like not really.
Yeah,
I'm over it. So,
can you see yourself maybe still getting, either of you, the sculpted version or anything? Like, do you think you might get it, or are you just good with either what you have or what you don't have?
I'm a bigger fan of classic Loki. Avengers or Thor 1 or 2.
I am too, but I do not like that whole outfit is pleather. That scared the shit out of me. So I have TVA Loki myself.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a little in between. But
I honestly did not like Loki until the show.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's not that I didn't like him. It was just kind of like, oh, here we go, the brotherly little fighting, and it just, I don't know, it wasn't for me. And I didn't see him as a strong villain or a strong anything. I mean, obviously he's a great actor, but I really started liking when Loki the show came out, and I did pre-order that figure as well. I canceled it as well because I felt like it's not going to be anything huge for the future of the MCU like we think, and if he does show up in Secret Wars, then we'll get another figure anyways. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. It's not something I really needed.
That figure, when it came out for pre-order, is when it really hit me about Artisan. That it seemed more of like a gimmick, or I don't want to say a rip-off, because I know a lot of people are really happy with Artisan and whatnot, and they do make some really good Artisan figures, and this one might be an amazing one. But I was like, this is where like everybody, it was like the Artisan, you have to just pre-order the Artisan no matter what, right? Because it's Artisan, it's limited, wool hair. But this was the first figure where I pre-ordered and I felt sick to my stomach afterwards, because I was like, where's the value? I just spent like $130 more on the same figure, and I don't even think it looks better.
Yeah.
Well, look
And
at the
I was
time
just
of
like,
what Artisan was giving us at the time. Like the original announcements were like real heavy hitters in collections
Yeah.
that people, were desperate to get in the hands. Like Anakin, for crying out! You had Anakin, a brand new Joker, first new Joker in nearly 10 years, right?
Yep.
A sought after Scarlet Witch from Civil War that people were paying $1,000 to get at a time. What else? I'm thinking here, Black Widow. The best version they've ever made of her, and then you throw in, a current TV show version of a character like that. It just felt like it didn't have the same stakes involved at like having to get that one, So I felt like the first, like, I wouldn't say like regret it per se, but it's like it was the first Artisan that I can live with not having.
Right. That's when it just hit me, where I was like, I just don't see the value compared to sculpted.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, Jack Sparrow, to add to that list.
Jack?
I mean, those heavy hitters. It's all heavy hitters at the.
Well, and Jack is a good one too that you bring up, because you can't tell the difference between how many SKUs were there? 3?
Yeah.
And you're just like, I could get one for a couple $100 less, but we're going with Artisan here. And I will say though, you get the real bandana, and the dreads do look pretty cool. But are you really going to notice when you're 10 feet from your case looking at it? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That's that Loki though. That was that made me really change my stance on Artisan. So that's a good one though. That's a good one to say like you regret pre-ordering. Oh man. Brick, how about you, man? What's one of your biggest pre-order cancellation regrets?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's between a couple, but I'll go with the Green Goblin upgraded suit. I actually had that one paid off, and when I was waiting for it, I wanted another figure, and at the time I was like, well, I don't have like
something's got
$400 to just randomly, and I was thinking to myself, well, I honestly only need one, like the Green Goblin. I don't need the upgraded suit. I got the classic suit, plus I already have the Toys Era Goblins or Fiend or whatever. So I was like, I'll just get the one Green Goblin. And then the price went up, and it was hard to find, and it's like the only figure I don't have from No Way Home. So yeah, I kind of regret that, but I can't really go back to it right now, but it's still one of those figures where I wish I would have gotten at that time.
Do you remember what the figure was that you got instead?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
No, please, come on. This is good therapy right
it's
here.
The Iron Man Mark III.
Oh.
Which is now in your house.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So,
hey, Brick, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
I get the feeling too, because Steve bought the WB 100 from me, so I had to go to his house and look at it, and he's like, oh my god, this is so awesome, and I'm so glad you did this. I'm like, yeah, thanks, it's great. But I had to do the same
thing.
Dude,
it's worth so much money now.
I'm gonna sell it for $800.
Thank you, Steve.
Bruce Stream heading out. Good night, sir. Thank you for joining us. Too sweet. Yeah, that's it happens.
Well, I mean,
here's one
happy ending. Depending on how you want to look at it.
Yeah, it is.
Venom Collector says his biggest cancel regret is Bane 2.0. That is a killer. Because that one, because if you really want something, you'll find it, and just you'll spend what you'll spend if you need to have it. But like even Bane is just, it's not easy to find. So that's tough.
The Joker was the other one that I was thinking, the Artisan Joker. But
You canceled that one?
yeah. Yep. And then I pre-ordered the sculpted and canceled that one too.
Not a true Batman
These
fan.
were tough times during that time. So I was like, I'll wait. They do a Joker every 6 months anyway, so I'll wait. But I don't know.
This was like baby on the wait time though, right? By my math, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Right?
There
There you go. Hey,
There's a lot of stuff going on.
there you go.
Yeah.
You did the right thing, especially with that Iron Man. You did the right thing.
Funky Cold Santa says the Purge.
I mean, never sell it
Trooper
just because of that backstory you gave me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Dealer's gonna look at it and be like, "Really glad to have this."
Not letting that one go.
Means more now.
Yeah, means more now.
Finally got around to picking one up today. Wow, there you go. You got the Purge Trooper Commander back, and that's the nice thing is sometimes you can fix the mistakes that you make. So it's not always the end of the world, but every once in a while it is. Let's see. Leonardo Classic TMNT says Peacemaker season 2 6-go figure with John Cena.
You canceled it or?
Yeah, I'd be curious. Or no, I think he's behind actually. I think he's behind, and that's one of the ones that he's hyped for.
That's a good one to be hyped for.
Yeah,
I might actually get that.
Great
I
figure.
want the suit.
It was good.
I want the long sleeve suit.
Yeah,
that he wore. That one I want.
Yeah, different universe one. Yeah,
Yes, I would get that.
Bike.
Otherwise, I think I'm gonna try to hold off.
the bike would be dope.
Bike would be cool.
I wish they would do more characters from that show.
Vigilante
be-
would be fantastic.
It would be a fun
Vigilante.
line,
Like,
but then
That's
again, I don't know. It'd be fun, but I don't know, like long term. If I
Yeah,
really
long
want
term,
Same,
yeah,
like, it'd be
you're right.
great to have. Like, hey, look
Yeah.
at this and this. Yeah, off
Yeah,
you go.
Right.
to.
Especially since
go,
there's
man.
no word on a
Mhm.
season 3. You know, it's not really in the works. And
Yeah, it's not going to happen. You believe that?
Really?
Even with that
Yeah.
ending, no season 3
Peacemaker's
happened.
done.
well, we'll probably see Peacemaker again, but just
WTF,
not on his own
man.
show. But I guess he is already working on season 2 of Creature Commandos.
About time.
So, yeah,
Man,
dude.
you
I
just,
don't know.
like blew
I
my
don't know
mind.
how he doesn't sleep. He's
Yeah,
so
you didn't know
busy.
that? You really didn't know?
No, I just assumed there'd be another season.
No.
Nope.
I think they're going to pivot and make another show about how it ended, like the
Tie it
place that
in
they
somewhere
opened
else?
up at the end. Yeah, you know the agency they opened up at the end
Yeah.
of the show.
Yeah,
They're probably going to do something like that.
do something with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a buzzkill. Like that actually kind of turns me off from getting a Peacemaker figure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He'll show up though.
Yeah.
We'll see him a lot. in
Yeah,
movies.
that could change
He's too
things.
popular
Yeah.
right now, man.
Yeah.
He could
He's
be
in
like the big
Fortnite. He'll
cameo
be
in
back.
every movie. Like he just pops up in every single DCU movie. You know.
There you go.
Adam says a canceled General Grievous because it's a space killer. Invader on the Table came out, and I want that.
Ooh.
Having second thoughts, dude. We know what Adam's gonna do. He's
gonna
gonna
get
go
both.
to
He's gonna
TVA
choose
and
to
he's gonna
collect.
buy that sucker, and it's gonna be here by the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We know you,
Oh.
Adam. You'll get it. You'll get it. Get your Grievous.
Do it.
Sin says only cancellation for me was Daredevil red and yellow suit. Red and yellow She-Hulk suit.
Yep. Mustard suit.
You know, you really don't see that figure around either. Like, I don't know if it's sought after or not, but like you just don't see it. Don't see it
Yeah.
anywhere.
No. I still need to pre-order the Daredevil, like the red one.
I'm waiting for the new season, dude.
I know,
I'm waiting for
but
that new season.
for me,
dude.
that red suit kind of represents the Netflix series as well, and I really love that show.
Sure.
So like, I get having the D's on the chest. Like, you know, I
Those
fell in love with Daredevil with the comic books, but it would still be cool to have that Netflix representation.
Oh, Hodor. Makes me want to watch Game of Thrones.
Hodor.
I don't really regret any of my cancellations, but I am happy I canceled Guardians 3 line since Hot Toys Dude decided to give up halfway through.
Hmm.
Not only that, you show us a tease and then you just basically give us the middle finger.
You know, I found that photo of Drax in the suit like at a con, looked like shit.
Oh yeah,
It looked terrible.
they're probably just like, you know what?
It's like,
We're
yeah,
just not doing this.
yeah.
Man, I remember being so hyped for that line.
I remember
when it
we
was
all
coming
were.
out. Yeah,
We
we
all
all
were.
wanted it, and
We bring it up every time someone brings it up. We have a whole segment about it because that's where we're still not happy that it happened like that.
because I do love that movie, but yeah, the only one I got was Nebula, because I thought she just looked too cool to pass up, and the other one had just all pleather suits, so I went with that one. Roman Helmet says, can't wait to get my Grievous.
Same.
Valkyrie loved the Daredevil show. I still haven't finished that one.
I love the Daredevil show. I was somewhat disappointed in Born Again.
The new show, you mean? Born Again? The
Yeah.
new-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I haven't watched that one either. Okay, guys. Let's go to a different one here.
Ooh.
You can choose one Hot Toy figure per IP to be in your collection. Which character, but also which version would you choose? So if you say Luke Skywalker, I need to know Return of the Jedi, Bespin, A New Hope, yada, yada, yada. Spider-Man, same thing. Which one? We want to break this down together. Let's go through IP by IP together, or do you want to do all of them yourself and then we rotate? I say we do them together.
Let's go together each IP.
Okay.
Sure.
IP one at a time.
Let's go for that.
Miscellaneous is going to be difficult. Let's start with.
Ooh,
Gosh, they're all going
that's
to be
gonna be
difficult.
fun.
Let's start with Marvel. One figure. I guess it's kind of easy for me. I'm probably thinking like an Iron Man. I know, Brick, you're probably thinking of Spider-Man.
Am I?
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be a short segment.
I think DLO's the wild card. What are you thinking for character? And then we'll break down which figure.
Well, you're on the right track. I was gonna say Iron Man as well too.
It
but
makes
more
sense.
but
It's
more
safe.
specifically, if it's gonna be Iron Man, and you really want to you can only pick one. Iron Man with gantry. I would go with the Mark 6 that recently came out about a year ago with the 2.0 gantry.
That's a good choice.
That right there pretty much sums up the MCU. Good.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. You know, Hulk is another good one to pick. Like just
Great
getting
figure.
that badass Hulk.
Yeah.
But I think I would have to go with Iron Man. And I'm just gonna go with the Iron Man I got because it's the only one I need.
Crazy.
It's the D100.
Wow.
It looks so sick.
Blasphemous.
Mark
It's
7
unreal.
D100. Why
Wow.
not? That's the one I'm gonna go with. Might change tomorrow, but tonight we've been drinking. It's the D100.
Tonight it's the D100 baby.
That's
Give me
all-
that
I'm gonna
D.
go. I'm gonna go with the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man from the comic book. That one right there. It's the best one there is.
That's another one I canceled. Actually, a pre-order I canceled. I had that pre-ordered.
Yeah. The only thing is you don't get a sculpt, but I don't. If I'm only gonna have one Spider-Man, I'm gonna have his mask on
Right.
anyways. So
What? I'm curious because you have a lot of Spider-Man figures. What makes you pick that one though?
because it's that classic look, and if I can only have one Spider-Man, I want that classic look. I don't think it's my favorite Spider-Man figure. I would still go with Miles, or maybe even this guy right here from the game is a very good figure. But if I'm only going to have one representation, it's got to be that classic kind of cartoony comic book look for show.
OG fans says classic suit Spider-Man. Clinton says, can't Spider-Man be an IP on its own? Adam says, Graham, LOL, probably. He will buy that figure.
Definitely
I know
next
him.
week.
I
Next
know
week.
him.
We look forward to the review.
Marvel is bigger than just the MCU, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But not to everybody. All right. Hey, good solid choices there. The final swingsuit's really sweet too, but
It is.
I don't know. I think I'd go with an Iron Man. Okay, let's move on to DC/Batman. That's tough.
DC/Batman.
Because you know what? I used to say
Pretty
I'm collecting DC. I don't say that anymore. I say I'm just collecting Batman.
Hmm.
I'm not into what DC is done or doing, but I am into Batman and what they've done with most of that stuff. So I've just changed. Like I collect Marvel, Star Wars, Batman, and miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Anybody want to go first? Because look here.
I'll let Brick go first because we probably have the same answer. Go ahead, Brick. You can say it.
Batman Returns.
He said it.
Yep. The new one coming out. That'd be the only Batman figure I needed.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking of the Dark Knight Returns as well, because that's a badass looking figure, but I got to go with Batman Returns because of what I was saying earlier. It's the best Batman.
Can you pick a Joker to represent your Batman display?
Just having only Joker and no Batman?
All right, here
I
he
don't
goes.
think so. As much as
I know what he's gonna pick.
As much as I love the DX8, I think I gotta go. Can I pick a vehicle?
Sure. No, that's cheating.
I'm just gonna go
It's not a
89
character,
Batman. I'm
technically.
gonna go 89 Batman. It may not be the best figure, but it means the most to me, the movie itself. So I think as a figure, I love the Joker DX8 more, but it's Batman. You gotta go with the iconic Batman. 89.
I'm a Brick here, man. I think 92 is my favorite as well too. But also, you can make the argument here with all the Batman that have been made over the years. 92 has been made the most accurate out of all the suits, out of all the head sculpts.
You don't need any other than a cape. You don't need any customizations to that.
That's the only Batman I think they've ever made that's been perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
look at the
Batman
89
was pretty good.
2.0. Like people, face sculpt,
Took a step
the
back.
body over textured.
Now,
The returns is perfect.
there is another option.
Okay.
And that's Christopher Reeve Superman.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a good one too. That is a good
That
one
would be
as
really
well.
cool.
Yeah.
But Batman Returns, if I had to choose.
I would be in the market for a Reeves Superman for sure. For a while when I was back in the day doing a lot more chasing than I do now, I was really tempted to get a Reeve Superman, but
The only thing that pushed me away was everyone that I found.
Cracked?
The emblem was cracked. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The logo was cracked.
tough to find one that wasn't.
It's tough.
That Adam West Batman is really good as well too.
Mm.
Doesn't
I
get
was a
talked
little
about.
underwhelmed with it. Maybe, I don't know. It might have just been the copy I got, like older, a little bit more used. I don't know.
Probably that could have been it because you weren't as picky as you are now.
Yeah.
Some of these things you were just like, oh, well, I'll get a box later and whatever you used to do back
Okay, well,
then.
he was complete, but
Beggars can't be choosy. They got a great deal though.
I have thought about revisiting that line. That Mars Toys Joker was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, because you bought that one, like,
Mhm.
and I got to see a review, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely picking. That's the only third party figure in my entire collection is that Mars Toys Joker. Only one I've ever
Right.
bought.
We'll see. Saturn Toys did it too, and I know you can find Robin and Batman for like $400, but I don't know. It's not high on the priority list, but we'll see. X-Men says 89 Batman all day. Venom says Iron Man Mark III 2.0.
I'm wondering if X-Man could only have one Wolverine in his collection.
Ooh, yeah.
Which Wolverine would he choose?
Ooh.
Ooh,
And
he
that
says
goes
the-
for anything. Hot Toys, Mondo, anything.
He says the Saturn Toys dynamic duo is magnificent.
It is quite nice.
Maybe on a rainy day, you know? Revisit. I don't know. That's more of a tribute to my father than me. Like, I've watched the movie a bunch. Didn't watch the series, but like, definitely not my Batman. But I do, like, I remember pulverizing everybody into that powder and the shark and
Pow, bam.
carrying the bomb around and all that. I
Yeah.
remember all that. Like, it's fun, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
First Batman I ever dressed up for Halloween was Adam West Batman.
Really?
Nice.
Mhm.
Mine was 89. My mom
Wow.
made it was a ski mask. So, you know, the hole and then the eye holes, and then she like made ears.
I don't think I ever dressed up as Batman.
You ever
That's
just a
crazy.
Spider-Man?
Every year.
I never dressed up as Spider-Man either.
Wow.
Wow, look at
We
that.
can do Halloween.
I
we?
did Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Which Ninja Turtle?
Mikey. No, Raph.
You know what?
Raphael.
You're Raph.
As much as I love the Ninja Turtles, I was
Donatello.
never a Ninja Turtle.
I was Donatello.
Yeah. Okay.
I was Dick
So
Tracy.
they
one
ran
year.
out of Michelangelo's.
Would
You're
you
Dick
guys get a
Tracy?
Dick Tracy figure?
Dick Tracy figure? I used to have those as a kid growing up.
Yeah,
I
me
had the
too.
original ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a weird movie as a kid.
Fun movie. I was him for Halloween one year.
Had no idea it was Al Pacino.
I know.
I had no idea it was Al Pacino.
There's some other actors in there that, Dustin Hoffman's in there.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
There we
So
go.
bizarre.
There we go. There we go. Mumbles. Oh man, it's a good movie.
All right, what's the next IP?
All right, Star Wars. Oof.
Oh, that was easy.
It's actually pretty easy. It's Vader.
Really? You guys go first.
Vader.
Yeah, it's Return of the Jedi. Vader. 40th anniversary.
40th
Classic Vader.
anniversary. Interesting.
Yep.
You might be right. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. What do you guys think I'm going to say?
Yeah.
I think you are gonna say
Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
Actually, no. Wow.
Jar Jar Binks.
Obi-Wan. He's gonna say Obi-Wan.
You think you know me? Oh my gosh. I have
Young
the
Obi-Wan.
most boring pick, and you guys never get it. Han Solo
Fine.
in disguise. I would say it. I always say it's Han Solo in disguise. It's my favorite one.
That'd be a good
Turn
one.
into the clones.
Oh.
Han Solo. That's a great figure. Glad I got it back. Okay. Shmi. Shmi Skywalker. Star Wars in a way is tougher, but in a way it's easier as well. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, miscellaneous. What would be? And this is really tough. You pretty much just got to
Very
pick your
broad.
favorite miscellaneous figure because there's all sorts of IPs in there.
That's super hard because, I feel like it's harder than any of the other categories, quite frankly.
Yeah, that's really tough. I don't know if it's going to be possible. Because it might be Terminator for me, though.
I consider that.
The battle
go
damage
RoboCop.
T2. RoboCop's a good one. Jack Sparrow, great figure, but it doesn't have the movie itself. Just isn't as peak as those other ones for me. Predator, maybe the newer ones. I don't know.
I'm gonna harken back to my childhood and say Ghostbusters.
Which
Which
one?
one?
Yeah, because you're like one.
No, it's
One
a team.
figure.
It's a team. It's a
No,
it's a
it's
loophole.
one.
No. Because then I would say, I need Batman and Joker.
No, Ghostbusters. They are a team. It's
So
a
you get
unit.
a Buster, you don't get the Busters.
Oh man, you're gonna really nickel and dime me on this one here, huh?
Yeah. well,
Interesting. Okay.
Better say the right one too.
Vankman.
Yep.
I was a Vankman guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right.
Those movies are so
It's
good.
tough.
See what you guys are saying here. We got Return of the Jedi 40th would be my pick as well. Empire Strikes Back, Boba Fett. It's a good one.
Great one.
Yeah, it'd be easier. Maybe one day when we want to focus on this more, we
Yeah.
can break it up. But
Well, even Lightyear is up there for me. I love that figure. The Lightyear
Buzz
figure.
Lightyear one?
Yeah, man. Such a good figure. But
Back to the Future is another one. That's
My face got all messed up when you said that. Couldn't help it. It's
yep. Clinton says one figure only. So
that's
but
tough.
yeah, it doesn't beat
Judge
RoboCop or
Predator.
Terminator.
that'd be a good one. All right, let's move it on here. I'm gonna end with this one. Tell me a story about a fun or interesting reaction from a non-collector when they first saw your collection. Maybe it's not fun or funny, but maybe it's just interesting. Maybe you've had what's been the overall reaction to people, and are you proud to show them? Are you a little embarrassed? Are you worried what they're gonna think? What do you guys? What's going through your mind when somebody's like, "Yeah, I want to check it out," or "I'm coming over to see your house," and you're like, "Well."
I'm 100% embarrassed.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I'm about
Yeah.
50-50. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie,
like,
I'm
if
50-50.
my wife, so we were at a baseball game for my son, and my wife brings up to some friends of
collects
ours
dolls.
that had no idea. Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. He collects these toys and
Shut your mouth, you
all
old
that. I'm
bag.
like, and she keeps
Action
going, and then she
figure?
pulls up the YouTube channel. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just it's not that I'm like ashamed or anything. It's that I'm not ready for the response.
Sure.
You know, like it's one thing collecting something like this, and it's another thing when they realize they're $300 a piece. Are you fucking crazy? Because it's kind of crazy, you know. And then when you do the math, you got like over 10 grand, you know, sometimes 20, 30 grand in your room, and they're like, what? But I mean, the biggest, I guess for me, the biggest, I guess my dad, when he sees it, he's like, my gosh. One time he had to find a place to stretch because he's got a bad back. And so I was like, yeah, just stretch in there. It's fine. Just don't hit anything, you know, like coming through the door, like don't bump anything. So I'm like brushing my kid's teeth or whatever. He's like, Rob? I'm like, yeah. He's like, come here. And he shows me like Venom smashed up against the glass. He's like, I barely touched it. You got to fix that. I barely touched it. I promise you. But no, I don't really have like a huge, like funny story, but yeah, a little embarrassed if I don't know you too well.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I
Say,
tend
hey,
to
come
not
over for
talk
dinner, but do
price.
not go upstairs.
I tend not to talk price with people because
Yeah.
I don't need to know that
The
shit.
shock of it all.
Just enjoy
Yeah.
it, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
How about you, DLO? Have you ever had anybody not like it?
Sure. There's always going to be people with putting their best faces on and judging you behind their smiles and stuff like that. But I mean, at this point, people who know me long enough to know, like, yeah, this isn't going away. This is his thing and whatever. But I mean, I've got a fun story to tell about it there. Like, my father-in-law is like my biggest cheerleader. He loves the collection room. He comes in every time and he's just like, what did you get this time? Oh, this wasn't here the last time. Or like, if we'll have like other family come over who haven't come over to the house before, he's like, you guys got to see this. You guys got to see this. So it's cool. I mean, it's fun. It's nice. I mean, compared to, you know, his daughter, aka my wife, the reception is a lot different because obviously she bullied me when I first started the collection. You know, you're gonna play with your baby dolls and all the other fun stuff that you get there. But I mean, she likes it now. Everybody's got a favorite figure these days when they come into their room and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe in the beginning it was a little weird and taken back because people who think they know me don't realize I have this part of me that just really enjoys movies and, you know, grew up with, you know, toys and just wanted to kind of recapture some of those memories. And I don't know, like I said, after a while, people kind of realize like, hey, this is just an extension of the guy we already know. And, you know, this is his thing. And, you know, we like that for him. It makes him happy. So we're happy.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, like you don't have to agree with it, but yeah, it's kind of like you said, an extension of you. And I like how you explain it too. We love movies. We played with these toys growing up. This is our way to kind of capture that nostalgia and that those memories of what the good old days used to be like. So 100% agree with that. I know like my dad, when he comes, I know like part of him is like, my God, you could be spending your money on something so much better. But then the other part of him, like, we'll just stand down here and he'll just take it all in, and we'll just talk about movies and we'll talk about characters and stuff, and he'll just keep looking at them. And I know he's enjoying it. Maybe he doesn't think, you know, maybe you could do something else with this money, but I know he enjoys it and it brings us together. But the one story I guess that I had that stands out to me is Brick. We had a fantasy football party here, or get together, and it was in my basement, and guys that I've never really hung out with outside of this fantasy football thing are coming over, and we're doing this post-season thing. And Steve, who's the commissioner, he's like blown away, and his brother was a big Batman fan. He's like, oh my god, he's like taking
They're
pictures
like
of
taking
stuff.
pictures
Yep,
and sending
yep.
it.
And he's like, oh my god, you have this, and he's like, that is I gotta send him pictures, like he's gonna love this. And you know, like somebody said in the chat, they don't really, I think it was Valkyrie, don't really talk about their hobby outside of this. I don't really either. Like I don't really promote it too much. Like my friends outside of you guys, I don't really talk about it too much because I don't know if they really get it. But you guys, obviously I share everything with, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like that safe space. But yeah,
Like I'm less. Sorry, Graham.
no, go ahead.
I'm less embarrassed when I talk about Lego because I feel
More widely
I'm more
accepted, maybe?
more into Hot Toys, but like I feel like it's Lego is more known and like a lot of
Yeah,
people
everybody
build
knows Lego.
with their
Exactly. Yeah,
kids.
I get it.
So like I have a lot of people like bringing up Lego to me, like, oh yeah, we're building Lego the other night. I was like, oh, awesome. Like I build Lego with my family too. Here's my like little collection, whatever. But like figures, people don't really know what the hell it is. Like what you got shelves for toys? Like how much you got? Those cases are super nice for a toy. Like I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're too hard on me. I don't know.
Well, we had the neighbors come by one time too.
Yeah.
Joe and Allison, and I was a little nervous about that because Jen's like, yeah, you should come over and see his toys and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
and they come over and they're like, oh my gosh, he has the DeLorean. And then I'd be like, click, oh my gosh, it lights up, and that is so amazing.
They're over
The
there with
effects.
their drinks, like, oh my gosh.
She's like, oh my gosh, that Jack Sparrow looks so realistic. Like that is amazing. I'm like,
Yeah.
and
You
then I'm
start
like,
lighting out the lightsabers. Oh, you mean?
yeah,
What,
you know
what do you think
what?
about these?
like you can pose them too, so I do all the posing. They're like, really? They bend and
Then
stuff.
you
I'm
start
like,
feeling really cool.
yeah.
And
And you're like,
nine times out of
yeah.
10, like people actually really like it. They're like, oh
yeah.
shit.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
people are blown away by it. Like
Yeah.
I've had people come down that look at the furnace, for inspection and stuff,
Yeah.
and they'll stop and ask me questions about it. They're walking back and forth, and I see them like looking at the collection and just kind of being in awe and stuff. And
You know who I have a good relationship with? Funny enough, and about the collection, my UPS driver.
oh, really?
Yeah, my UPS driver, like he already knows. Like he sees the package, like what's in the box? It's not. I was like,
the box.
come inside. You got a minute? I'll show you.
That would be funny.
Honestly, like yeah, he's pretty cool. He's been my UPS driver for like 5 or 7 years now, and
Wow.
he just every package. Like I mean, he knows he doesn't collect them, but he's delivered so many packages to my house. He already knows what they are.
He's probably like delivered so many. He's like, I gotta look this up and see what the hell this
Yeah.
is. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
No,
Hot
I mean
Toys.
he's asked me a couple times, like, hey, like, I mean, is there a lot of you guys out there? Like, I mean, it feels like either you very much know about the hobby or you've never heard of it ever. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just is there one extreme or the other when it comes to that there. But they're all like, I don't ever get that like, oh man, you collect dolls. Like, no, I always get the more like you said, like, oh, there goes the DeLorean, there goes Batman, stuff like that. It's just like it for me, I feel like it's cool because like I think we all kind of miss being a kid in a way, for all the grown-up stuff we have to deal with there. And this is like
Fills
our
in that
release from it.
hole,
Yeah. But like for other people who don't collect to see that and just kind of have those like kind of
They never even
memories
thought this
jogged.
existed. Like, I didn't know there was
Yeah.
a detailed DeLorean like this. And
I think it's cool. I think the way we collect, the way we all collect over, it's almost like, when somebody who doesn't collect gets to see it, like we're almost kind of doing like a fun service for them. Like you get to think back of a happy, fun time in your life and enjoy the memories of, maybe you saw that with mom or dad or something like that. All that good stuff. So I don't know. Like me personally, I'm unapologetically a collector. I don't get nervous or worried. Oh my gosh, what will the neighbors think? Not to piggyback off your example there, but it's just one of those things where like it's fun. I enjoy it, and if people see that you're happy doing it, most people will be like, yeah, I'm happy. You're happy.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when I've actually had Chad, one of our friends too. He'd come by and I know he never went through with it, but he was like, how much does that Joker go for? And he's like, I might even just get that one figure, I'm like, oh, that's how it starts. But he never went through with it, but he was like even considering it because of how detailed it was and how great it looked too. So yeah, I think people get blown away because they never knew this like existed. Where Lego, more widely accepted because people know about it, but this is like a whole new freaking world they're tapping into. So interesting.
Yeah.
Clinton says, I give 0 Fs what others think about my collection.
And that's important. That's important.
OG says the overall reaction from everybody is I've never seen anything like this before. It makes me proud and grateful. Yeah, for sure. Like when they're in awe, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
People can appreciate the work you put into it too. That's the other thing.
Sure.
Well, I think especially too when you say, well, yeah, they all pose too. Like you can articulate them. They're like, oh wow. So like, yeah. Then you're like, oh, you did all this. Okay. Valkyrie says, outside the community, I don't talk about my hobby. So why is that? Is that just because you just don't, or like you don't think people understand, or you're embarrassed, or let us know. Yeah, everybody spends their money on something.
I mean, listen, collecting figures is a lot sexier than saying I got all my money in IRA, baby.
Right.
You know?
Next time Repairman comes
Not
through,
quite
let him
the
touch
same.
your Boba Fett for a discount. I always feel a bit ashamed, but I also don't care anymore. Live for what you like.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
I think in the back of our minds, it might come across as irresponsible. Maybe, and I think that's what we're worried about is being judged.
I think it's just the sentiment of being judged for like maturity reasons. You know, people at our age, like this is a child's hobby, not a grown man's hobby. You know, I think it's more something like that. I mean, but I'm a grown man that makes grown money, and I can pay for and buy whatever I want. So there you go. Sorry, I decided to be happy. You want to be miserable. Sucks to be you, dude.
Sucks to be you. Either way, be proud. Showcase your stuff when people come through. And yeah. That's all I got.
I should make it mandatory people come to my collection room before they enter my house, like the rest of my house. Like before you go to the house, let's stop at the most important, but go to my room, take a look at my stuff, tell me how awesome it is.
Oh,
I will say though, every time people come down though, they're
Your
like
reaction is
blown away.
Blown away. Yeah, it's blown away.
So that's pretty cool. All right, boys. Well, I think that's pretty much going to do it for tonight. We're at that 2-hour mark. This was a lot of fun just hanging out. We need to do this more often, to be honest, where just kind of talk, hang out, interact with you guys. I'm going to just read this last one here quick. Hammer of God says, had a painter over today. Tried to go in the collection room and there's fingerprint lock. So he's like, you work for the CIA or something? When I opened the door and he saw the figures, he lost his mind. That's something I want to do going down to the basement, is put one of those, like, it looks like a bookshelf, but then you can either push it in or pull it out and it's the door.
Oh.
I want to do something like that. I think that'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I don't know why. Maybe so it like actually feels like a bat cave or something like that. But
yeah,
I
it
think
would.
that's why I want to do something like that. Make it more mysterious and hidden. That is really cool. You work for the CIA or something. Oh man.
I just think of that funny thing like he just mentioned. I think of like that line from 50 Shades of Grey. You know, you remember Break, that's the movie you took me to too.
There we go.
And the guy just says to the girl, "Would you like to see my pleasure room?" And he's yeah. That will never go away. That'll never go away.
All right.
That one and put in the Facebook group this week.
Yeah, retina scan entry. That'd be pretty sick.
There you go.
All right, Brick. Anything you want to plug on your channel?
Yeah, I mean, Bugle 6 we got going on every other Saturday, trying to get back on that. Working on a couple videos still, taking my time, want them to be good to go. And I have a little bit more time nowadays to do some content now that my kid is done with one of his baseball leagues and football. So yeah, I have some more time and looking forward to it. Be ready.
All right. Thank you for being back this week. Looking forward to next week, seeing all your guys' Halloween costumes. So again, don't forget about that,
right.
chat. We'll be back next week with a Halloween special. DLO, how about you, my friend?
Yeah, doing a little bit collecting and doing a little bit collecting and doing a little bit more collecting. I'm too busy selling stuff right now at the moment, as I kind of told you guys at the beginning of the hour when we started the show. So I am lighting the load because I think the only thing I really want to concentrate on is getting my collection to top form, because I do want to film a new collection room tour. So in order to do that, I got to sell a couple figures and pay for a couple more figures to come in and do the one grand finale video of the year. I think that's where my focus is right now.
Yeah, and I did a video last week on LED lightsabers from Fulcrum Customs on eBay. You guys can check that out. This week, I don't know. I wanted to start my room tour, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. So, probably going to review, I don't know. You guys think I should review that Mars Toys dock time? Think anybody cares, or should I just figure out a tour?
So why not? Yeah.
Sure.
Go for it.
So maybe I'll review that this week and then the room tour next week.
Great. Now they're going to think it's my fault that they're not getting a tour this week.
I just don't know if anybody's going to really watch that, but yeah, who cares? But yeah, the room tour is coming. There's going to be some changes going into next year, so I want to get that filmed so you guys can see what it looks like now and talk about what those changes are going to be. So, OG fan says somebody cares. That's for sure. Somebody
Nice
out
to
there.
you, OG. Very nice.
Appreciate that.
Very nice.
But yeah, other than that, that's kind of what I got going on. Again, we'll be back next week. Halloween is upon us. I'm excited. Again, one of my favorite shows of the year. So I hope you guys will join us for that. And hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Stay safe out there. God bless. And of course, too sweet.
Too sweet, everybody.
Mm-mm-mm.
Double tap. Well, nice. Nice form.